Hey y'all, welcome to Blue Moon Whispers. My name is Leah and I wanted to open up this video with a quick update. If you have been watching any of my social media, you know that my dog Eli has been pretty sick. So to give you an explanation of what's going on, about a month ago he had some sores. So basically he had old man bumps. They called them old man bumps, and they were like little pimples all over his body. And after a while, they exploded and turned into these like open sores. And he's right here, hanging out with his cone. So these were the sores, and these are healed-ish. A lot of the ones on his back, now these all were red and open, like bleeding. And the salve, I put on calendula and yarrow salve, just pure calendula yarrow, and it helped scab up these guys on his back. Now his hair is getting pretty long, so you can't really see him as much anymore. These were opened wounds. And then just warning if you get squeamish, but underneath, it's worse underneath. That's why he has the cone. He has a big mass on his face that he broke open last week, so it's still healing. We've been going to the vet, trying to trial by error, basically, with antibiotics and steroids, and nothing is really working. They semi-heal these wounds, and then others appear. What happened last week was his lymph nodes got so swollen that when I took him to the vet on Friday, he was really bad off. And if you saw my anything on social media, you saw my video on Friday, and I was really sad because the vet said when we went, she had said that the lymph nodes being swollen, for sure, she thought that by now he'd start responding to the antibiotics and steroids. So she had already said the C word, cancer, about 2 weeks ago. And we decided to go with antibiotics and steroids and see if this is truly like some sort of horrible reaction or if it's an autoimmune disease. That when she took a test, it was a lot of bacteria, a lot of heightened white blood cells. So we decided to take a biopsy basically of his lymph nodes to see if they're full of cancer. So that's the update. Now we did the biopsy, so now we wait until mid this week or the end of this week to find out if it is cancerous. Yeah, so that's the update, and we will go from there. But prayers are welcomed. Thank you. Well, my zucchini nest eggs are baking. I got a couple orders for Magnesium Body Butter. Perfect for the feet at night, helps you sleep like a baby. And I'm just whipping up a couple batches of orders, but I'm going to link the recipe here as well so you can make this at home. So, as you guys may have already suspected, I'm moving in about 2 months, and it is time to purge. Look at this place. 4 years, I've filled it up with love and treasures and things like that, and now it's time to pack it up and go to a new home and start a new chapter. And while I do this, while I purge and you watch, I'm going to share something from my heart about my little doggy Eli, and I hope that this maybe inspires you as you have animals that you love too, to just hold them tighter today. So As I purge, I'm going to just share a little bit of my heart and what it's feeling right now as it's going through some real pain about my dog Eli and how he's feeling and what's to come. It's inevitable. Death is inevitable. But without death, you can't appreciate life. It really brings things into perspective. So today I feel like my heart, it's being pulled in 100 directions. It's really heavy, but it's also full of love and full of memories and full of the deepest gratitude. And I want to share a little piece of my heart with you, my love for my dog, Eli. Eli's been with me for 12 absolutely incredible years. That's over a decade of loyalty, quiet companionship, and unconditional love. He came into my life at a good season, and then it turned pretty dark. And somehow, without ever saying a word, he helped me heal. He didn't fix everything. He just stayed. Even when I left him for a brief moment, he was still with me. And when I got him back a couple months later, he never left. He was someone who always stayed. I've walked through so many incredible things in my life, but through it all, Eli was my shadow, my protector, my peace. When I cried, he was there. And when I laughed, he wagged his tail and celebrated with me. He's not just a dog. He's my baby boy. The one I've taken care of, nurtured, and poured my love into when I didn't have anyone else to give it to. I wasn't blessed with children of my own biologically, but Eli filled a part of my heart that needed to give and receive the kind of love. He is and always will be my family. Now, I find myself in a place I never wanted to be, watching him suffer, not knowing how much time we have left, and not really knowing what's wrong. The vet has mentioned the possibility of cancer, and while nothing is confirmed yet, and we sit here and wait now for the results to return. Even though nothing is confirmed yet, the signs are there. I see it in his eyes, and I feel it in the quiet moments when he doesn't have the energy to play or move like he used to. The hardest part of loving someone is this: knowing that you might have to let go. Knowing that out of love, you may have to make a decision that breaks your own heart to save theirs from further pain. I've struggled with the thought of having to say goodbye. I've cried, prayed, and questioned what's right. But through all of that, I've come to this. The time I have left with him, no matter how long or short, is a gift. Every cuddle, every slow walk, every moment when I get to look into his eyes and tell him how loved he is, it's all sacred. So right now, I'm babying him more than ever. I'm spoiling him. I'm holding him so close. I'm thanking him every single day for loving me the way he has. Because the least I can do, the absolute least, is make sure he feels loved and safe and honored until his very last breath. This part of the journey is painful, but it's also beautiful in its own way. It's showing me just how deep love runs. And when the time comes, I'll do what's best for him. Because loving him means letting him go in peace, not in pain. Eli, I hope you know how much you mean to me. You've been my angel on earth. And when you're gone, you'll still be with me always.
Yeah, all I asked for, I haven't been able to watch football in like 3.5 years.
What have you been watching?
No, not the way I usually.
No.
Not like I usually. Like, what do you do? Drip on the wood.
Yep.
Wipe it off.
Got anything